When I arrived at work on August 3rd, 2022, and I had the voicemail, she was crying and she said, "I think I'm having a stroke." And I work 30 miles from our home, so I shot out of there as quick as I could.
Gary Florence received a frantic call from his wife, Robin, who was complaining of an intense headache. She then called her sister and was taken by ambulance to a local hospital. Robin was then life-flighted to York, Pennsylvania, where she went straight to surgery.
I was praying the whole way. I had no idea what was going on. All I know is my wife was crying.
Robin suffered a brain bleed. Dr. Evan Fox was one of the physicians that treated Robin's aneurysm.
She had a subarachnoid hemorrhage resulting from an aneurysm of the basilar artery, which is one of the arteries that goes and feeds the brain stem. 22% don't even make it to the hospital. 71% don't survive.
After the surgery, when I went into her room, she was on life support and she had so many IVs sticking out of her. And her head was shaved right up the middle. I took one look at her and I turned to the wall and I just started sobbing because I thought to myself, that's not my wife.
For several days, her life hung in the balance. Her husband called friends and family to ask them to pray.
There was a gentleman from our church. He sent me a text, and it was from our intercessors that said, "This is not unto death, but this is to the glory of God." And I took a hold of that.
Robin's condition initially improved rapidly, which shocked her doctors.
This nurse came up to me and he said, now Gary, remember, this is a 21-day marathon. But this time yesterday, my wife was hanging between life and death, and now you don't want me to get excited?
Then Robin had a major setback and was put back on life support. One of her doctors warned Gary how serious it still was.
He said to me, "We are in no way out of the woods yet. This is over 2 weeks since the initial surgery, and you're saying we're still in a life and death situation?" He said, "But we haven't given up on her." So once again, I got on, started texting, calling, people started once again praying.
Gary continued to make the 3-hour round trip every day to the hospital to be by Robin's side.
When I came home, as I'm pulling in the driveway, this is as strong as an audible voice that I've ever heard. But I heard such a resounding in my spirit, "Whose report are you gonna believe?" And out loud I said, "I choose to believe your word."
Their family and friends continued to pray. Robin began to respond again.
So the next day I walk into her room, and as I'm looking at her, she's actually blinking her eyes for probably the first time in a week. This same physician walks in, he says, "Well, how do you think your wife's looking?" I said, "Well, she's looking a lot better than she did 24 hours ago." And he said, "You know what? I think she's looking better too." Robin throws her right arm up over her head. This physician begins to chuckle, and he said, "Okay, now she's just showing off."
For the next 3 months, Robin gradually improved, and she was eventually released. Today, she is fully recovered with no serious side effects.
God had the right people at the right time exactly where they needed to be in order for me to survive what I survived.
I was concerned that she may pass away, and I was concerned even more that she would not be able to get back to her normal self, let alone, I hear she's back at work now. It's quite amazing, very rare, very unusual for somebody to have had such a significant, bleed from this type of aneurysm to come back like this.
Although Gary and Robin were strong in their faith before, they say this experience has taken them to another level.
My faith has just exploded because I saw the supernatural, miraculous intervention of God. I saw with my own eyes my wife go from death to life.
He healed the lepers. He healed the lady with the issue of blood. And yet, even greater things are we to do as followers and believers of Jesus Christ.
The word says he's the same yesterday, today, and forever. And that what he did back in the first century, he's doing in this century. That it's available for anyone.
I'm an ordinary girl, but I serve an extraordinary God. I know he saved me. I know he touched me. I know he healed me. And I say that with all the conviction. And he can heal anybody at any time. And he does.